Once upon a time in Brooklyn, before the lights of Hollywood shimmered and the microphones crackled with sass, there was a little girl named Mae West. Born in 1893, Mae wasn't like other girls. She didn't dream of being a lady in pearls. She dreamed of being seen, heard, and remembered. And oh, she made sure she was. From the moment she could talk, Mae had a sparkle in her voice, a rhythm, a tease, a wink in every word. Her mother, a corset model, and her father, a prize fighter, had no idea they were raising one of America's boldest entertainers. As a young girl, Mae would perform on street corners, dancing and singing for pennies. She'd wink at passers-by and say, "Stick around, honey, I'm just getting started." Even then, she had that charm, that Mae West magic. By 14, Mae was already performing in vaudeville theaters, smoky rooms filled with laughter and mischief. Her style, unlike anything anyone had ever seen. She wasn't just performing, she was commanding. Men adored her, women admired her, and critics, well, they didn't know what to do with her. She wasn't demure, she wasn't quiet. She was bold, brash, and full of life. When others whispered, Mae purred. But with fame came scandal. Mae wrote and starred in a play called Sex. It was daring, funny, and unapologetically female. And in 1927, that was enough to get her arrested. Yes, arrested for corrupting the morals of youth. Can you imagine? She spent 8 days in jail, wearing silk underwear and smiling the entire time. When reporters asked her how she liked prison, she replied, "I met some interesting people, and I even got a tan." That's Mae West. Always unshaken, always in control. When Hollywood came calling, she was already a star on her own terms. She was 31, an age when most actresses were told they were too old. Mae didn't care. She strutted into Paramount Pictures and rewrote the rules. Her first films, She Done Him Wrong and I'm No Angel. And they didn't just make her famous, they saved Paramount from bankruptcy during the Great Depression. Imagine that. One woman's words, wit, and curves keeping an entire studio alive. Now that's power. Mae's voice purred through the silver screen. Her one-liners became legend. She said, "When I'm good, I'm very good. But when I'm bad, I'm better." She didn't just say her lines, she owned them. Her style was slow, deliberate, like every syllable was champagne on her tongue. She was the master of the double entendre. Naughty but clever, daring but classy. Her humor wasn't vulgar, it was elegant rebellion. But behind the diamonds, feathers, and laughter, Mae was also a shrewd businesswoman. She wrote her own scripts, controlled her image, and negotiated her salary like a queen. She made sure she was paid more than her male co-stars. unheard of at the time. And when studio executives complained, she'd smile and say, "Darling, men come and go, but I'm here to stay." And she did. As the 1930s turned into the 1940s, censorship in Hollywood tightened. The infamous Hays Code tried to silence her sultry one-liners, her confidence, her wit. But Mae knew how to play the game. If they cut one joke, she'd add 3 more, each one sharper than the last. Even when the censors tried to dull her shine, she just turned up the sparkle. She wasn't fighting to be scandalous. She was fighting to be herself at a time when women weren't allowed to. That's why Mae West wasn't just funny. She was revolutionary. And oh, the fans loved her. Frank Sinatra adored her. Cary Grant owed his breakout role to her. She made audiences laugh, blush, and think all at once. Her confidence gave women permission to own their desires, to laugh at life, and to walk into a room like they belonged there. Mae once said, "I never loved another person the way I loved myself." It sounded arrogant, but really, it was empowerment. She wanted everyone, especially women, to feel that way too. In her later years, Mae reinvented herself again. She became a Las Vegas icon, performing in glittering gowns, still sharp, still playful, still Mae. Even in her 70s, she recorded a rock album. Yes, really, and appeared in films like Myra Brecondale, where she stole every scene. The audience may have changed, but Mae never did. She passed away in 1980 at the age of 87, leaving behind a legacy of laughter, love, and liberation. She once said, "You only live once, but if you do it right, once is enough." And she did it right. Oh, did she ever! When we think of Hollywood's golden age, we remember the men in tuxedos and the women in pearls. But somewhere in the middle, there's Mae, smiling with a knowing look, a diamond on her neck, and a line so sharp it could cut glass. She wasn't just a star. She was a statement. So tonight, as you close your eyes, remember Mae West, the woman who turned words into power, laughter into freedom, and sass into immortality. She didn't just rule Hollywood, she redefined it. Good night, darling. And as Mae would say, why don't you come up and see me sometime? And the soft jazz fades out under the sound of laughter and applause.